Hey, I'm Hector. This is how I made the beat for Destiny by Drippin' So Pretty. It came out recently, and I'm going to show you how I structured this melody from thislandis, and how I made all these drums, and how I made it sound the way it sounds, and all that. I'm going to play some of the beat for you to hear as a reference, and then I'll go piece by piece and show what I did. Alright, so that pretty much is the idea of this beat. So basically, it started with this guitar loop from this thislandis, and I think there was one more layer in the loop that was like a sub bass that I didn't use because it was gonna have an 808 in it. And usually, when I get guitar loops, I'll have this kind of EQ on them that takes out some of the low end so it doesn't conflict with whatever 808 I use. In this case, I'm using a Spins 808. And this loop sounds like this. It's very acoustic, it's really pretty, it feels motivational, I would say. And then in these following 8 bars right after the intro, it becomes 3 layers instead of 4. So that's that. Pretty simple loop procedure, I would say. Um, at the very beginning, in the very first 8 bars, I have both our tags back to back, and then this gunshot sound, which is just a sound that I use in a lot of drill beats in general, and it came from this sound kit my friend Leo put together. That's Leo Visa. And then I also have this layer, which is my vocals that I added as just like a counter melody. I don't remember off the top why I thought it needed it. I just thought that it was a good little addition. I was probably like listening to a lot of Bobby raps at the time or something like that. But this is what this layer sounds like. And that's just my voice with auto tune and reverb. And this is this tool in Ableton called AutoPan, which basically makes it so that audio will automatically pan one way or the other, um, in like a consecutive kind of way. And then I have this delay on it. Pretty light effects just to make it, and then I have it turned down pretty significantly so it's in the background and not getting in the way of the guitar or anything too much. And especially with vocal lines and beats, it's important to have them kind of quieter and have them within the same kind of range as the melody you use, so it doesn't conflict with whoever is using the beat and singing on it or rapping on it, um, like causing a distraction or anything like that. So that's that. Now I'll move into these drums I have. They're pretty standard drill drums in my opinion, but they do have a like a different kind of swag to them. I'll just play them by themselves with no melody or effects or anything. So if we start with this 808, it's just a spins. It you know, pretty simple pattern, in my opinion. These last four, or this last one bar, is one of my favorite little like beat adornment kind of things I like to put on, where the 808 will hit all the places where a hi hat would usually hit, and it just like feels very impactful and makes the beat feel really busy for a short amount of time, which generally sounds really cool. This 808 is just a spins with a saturator on it, pretty normal. For most of the pattern, it doesn't have too much going on, which is usually good in beats of this nature. It's generally better to have less going on than way too much going on. And then over here, I have this triangle. A lot of these sounds, I should say, are from the most recent Taylor Morgan and Forever drum kit that is available for purchase somewhere. I'm sure if you just look up Taylor Morgan Forever drum kit, it'll be on one of their BeatStars pages. This is a triangle from that kit. It's on here just to like further accentuate some things. It's basically the only perk that's in the beat. And then this rim is mad cool. It's also from that kit. It sounds like this. It's just a unique kind of sound that one might not expect in a beat of this nature. It's not like a really like tight rim, and it's also not like a fucking snare or a clap. It's a very unique sounding, like it almost sounds like you're hitting like a box that's made of wood or something like that. And then these here are the hi-hats. Not too crazy, but they do have some delay on them that's very subtle, but I think it adds a lot when the beat is all put together. It sounds like this. I think that delay really makes it like flow and have a good groove to it. And I think that's important, especially in beats of this nature. If they're not like grooving, they can sound kind of like stiff sometimes, which is not what you want when making beats that you want people to feel some kind of like physical enjoyment of, if that makes sense. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I didn't really do that much else. I just structured it in like a pretty normal way. And then I have these gunshot sounds here and there, and I have delay on them on the 8 setting on Ableton. And yeah, play it one more time. This is everything put together. Honestly, a pretty simple beat, but it's a lot of simple components that sound really cool and beautiful when they're put together. And I think this beat is a good example of less being more sometimes in music. Like, there's literally only 4 drum sounds in this entire beat, and it's really filled out by a lot of the melodic things going on, such as these guitars. Like this guitar right here that alone is pretty percussive to begin with, so it adds a lot to the already percussive sound that's coming from drums and things of that nature. And then something like this, like top line over here, that I was talking about with the vocals, adds a nice faint touch to this beat. And yeah, that's how I made the beat for Destiny by Drippin' So Pretty with Thislandis. So thank you for watching, and I'll be making more of these in the future for other songs I make beats for.
When I die, girl, please don't feel like you're alone.
Have a good day.
Hop up out the graveyard, dressed up in my bones. Girl, I've been stuck up on this.